met yet. I didn't know much about them, but they were standing next to me, fighting for life along with me in front of the Oakland City Council, and that's when I first met Life Legal Defense Foundation.
I first heard about Life Legal Defense Foundation when I needed them, when I was in trouble for just trying to be a pro-lifer here in America.
Jeff White organized survivors as a youth activist arm of the pro-life movement to educate our peers at schools, colleges and high schools across the country so that we could speak to people our age and perhaps have them believe us more than they would higher ups if everyone's being rebellious. And then also we are survivors of the abortion Holocaust. 1/3 of our generation was killed by abortion. If we didn't know our rights, if we didn't have Life Legal to call and tell us what our rights were, we wouldn't be out there because we wouldn't know.
Life Legal has represented me basically throughout my pro-life career. Like I said, it was born out of my very first case here in California was after a rescue that I led in Daly City, in which Dan Grimm and Katie Short were the attorneys that negotiated the final settlement of that case. Later, they represented me in federal court. They've represented me at almost every level of our court system, and have systematically defended me and everybody I've worked with and for over the years. I mean, they've been integral in the ability for me to continue my pro-life work. Without them, it would have been a substantially different world for me.
There's a couple. There was Christmas caroling, our only arrest that we've ever had in our Christmas caroling project. And I was arrested at Montclair Family Planning Associates for singing Christmas carols in front of the clinic. And Life Legal was provided an attorney and was there, you know, and we know as soon as we call them that they will be available for us.
I'm the administrative director, and the administrative director wears many different hats for Life Legal Defense Foundation. I'm where all the intake calls come. I wear the development hat, IT hat, the accounting, bookkeeping. I pretty much, I'm kind of like the nerve center, the spider in the middle of the web. So I wear many hats. I'm sort of the jack of all trades.
Thanks to your donations, this year we've been able to add a research attorney, Rebecca Millard. We've been able to hire a criminal attorney, Allison Aranda. And we still have volunteers in the sort of the legacy of Katie Short of being able to volunteer. We have a new research attorney, Joanna Galbraith. And we just keep making strides, and we couldn't do it without our donors. So we just want to thank you all and let you know that we consider you part of the Life Legal family.
I'm very pleased to have an employee, Allison Aranda, who came to us, was referred to us by one of our board members, Colette Wilson, who had worked with her for a while at another organization, and Allison had extensive experience with the district attorney's office, which means a lot of trial experience. And so she came on board about 1.5 years ago and has been an incredible asset in taking on a number of the cases, particularly involving the survivors.
The very first time I met Allison, I got arrested right in front of her. And she wasn't expecting any arrest. I wasn't expecting any arrest. It was a Mother's Day event, and Allison introduced herself, and within half an hour I was gone, and she became my attorney in that case, and that was my introduction to Allison. She defended me expertly in that case. I got off on the case, and then she brought a suit against the city, which the city settled. And this is where it all ties into for Life Legal. You have Allison Aranda, she defends us in a case, sues the city, and the next time we go back, they give us carte blanche to protest freely as the Constitution allows us, babies are saved. I don't think it gets any clearer than that. Because of Allison Aranda, Life Legal Defense Foundation, Katie Short, and all the other attorneys, babies are saved. And that's what ultimately Life Legal Defense Foundation is all about.
With the addition of Nick Nickus to the board, Life Legal is expanding in a new direction. I wouldn't, not at all contracting in what we're doing already, but I would say opening sort of another front in the battle of a somewhat educational nature, and taking on some of the sort of cutting edge, to use an overused term, in the field of bioethics, conscience rights, stem cell research, those areas, and where both he and we believe that Life Legal can be an important resource to be called on by, whether by legislators who need someone to testify about a bill, or just educators who want to call in an expert in this field to talk to their class, or anything like that, but with a specific focus, obviously, on the legal aspects of these issues.
What impresses me about the staff is they focus on the mission, and the mission is to save lives. And the reason I get emotional is because it's so humbling to work with a group of people who don't care about the notoriety. They don't care about the fact as to whether or not the case is precedent-setting. They simply care about life. And over the years, I've seen lives saved. I'm just honored to be a part of that. And we have a great staff. One of the things that I like about our staff is the fact that they're all females. And when you're involved in the debate over abortion, because of our culture, unless you're a female, you really don't have any credibility. I'm just so glad that our staff are females. That gives us so much more credibility when we're out in public talking about the issue of abortion.
One of the cases that I worked on personally as an attorney with Life Legal was the challenge to California's stem cell initiative. The lead attorney was Robert Taylor, Bob. Terry Thompson, one of our board members, was an attorney, and Katie Short. And the four of us challenged the initiative passed by the California taxpayers that basically funded, to the tune of $6 billion, human embryonic stem cell research. And basically, it's what I call a clone and kill bill. The methodology that's specifically funded, according to the initiative language, is SCNT, which is the methodology that was used to clone Dahlia sheep. And so it again was an honor to be a part of one of the only legal organizations that I know that has taken on that issue in the courts. The effect of that lawsuit was that for a couple of years there was no research where embryos were being destroyed to use those stem cells to do research. But because of our lawsuit, they're more accountable. They have to make decisions publicly.